Here we go!
You're listening to the video game show on URN.
Hello, it's Saturday. It's 2 o'clock. It's the video game show on URN.
We're finally back.
We are. We weren't here
back.
last week.
We weren't here last week. I am your host for today's show. My name's Mark.
Ooh.
I'm trying to elusive fourth member has just suddenly appeared. Only just late. Only just.
Thank you very much.
That was Henry who just came in. Henry, what's going on?
I am very well, thank you. Well, I'm not very well, actually. I am exceptionally hungover. I'm very fragile, but I'm here.
Well, we'll be gentle then. If you're fragile, we'll be gentle.
How you guys doing?
Dylan, what's going on, mate? You're here.
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty good. I'm just about recovered from last week, so...
Yeah, I'm still not sleeping great. It's really throwing me off. Jack, what's happening, man? You're also here.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Last weekend was an adventure, to say the least.
Yeah, guys, we did a thing last weekend, didn't we? Let's never do it again.
I mean, I think we did pretty good. We raised quite a bit of money.
We raised 760 British pounds.
780 now. We've received 20.
780 Great British pounds.
Did we come second or third in there?
Third, I believe.
I think the next one up was 839.
Yeah.
That was the less than £1 a day, or £1 a day people, right?
That's not working.
It's pretty good though. I feel very proud of it, actually.
Yeah.
I think we did a really good thing, and I'm trying to stall so that people can sort out their microphones because apparently
it was my
they're all
fault.
the worst.
I was complaining at Henry. I was thinking that his mic wasn't working, and I just hadn't turned it on.
Loud and clear.
Nice one, mate. To be fair, also, like, it was quite presumptive of Henry just to walk in and go up to a microphone, start talking into it, and not even think if it was switched on or not.
Well, when I do it, I always slide all the mics up anyway, so just to see
you're
it be on.
like a bit of room tone, do you?
Right, cool. What are we chatting about today, guys?
Oh, we got some news to talk about, team. I don't know. What do people want to talk about first? I've got a whole grip of things we could talk about here.
I quite liked hearing about that Call of Duty news. I saw something the other day.
Yeah, that was cool.
Have you guys been following this Call of Duty stuff?
Very little bit.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? There was leaked images of the proposed design
Of what looks like a box, yeah. Well, because like this is obviously coming off the back of, was it last month they posted that earnings call with their board of directors and they said they were bringing it back to their roots.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this could be an additional to that rumour. This could be someone making up something based on that. This could be... Nothing's been confirmed yet, but yeah. Someone... What actually is it? What's come out in total?
So they've apparently designed the box, and they've got written on the side of it Call of Duty WW2, which would suggest World War II, that they're going back to Call of Duty World War II. And on the casing, it's got people in trenches and people.
Yeah, it looks like
in the old
the
World
D-Day
War.
landing or something, doesn't it? Like there's like tank traps and people charging up a beach.
Yeah, it's not much to go on, but it's... I think it's strange. I think a lot of people expected it to happen when Battlefield 1 came out, and they thought, "No, Battlefield 1's done well. What are Call of Duty going to do?" And I think it's the wrong choice, personally. I think going back to Call of Duty has changed a lot. Like, it's a very different game to... If you think back to Call of Duty 3, which is, I guess, really the last time they did this sort of era.
World at War.
World at War.
I guess,
Yeah, after Modern Warfare.
So I reckon this is World War II. That's what I think it is.
It would be weird to call it...
Ooh. But then weren't like all of the plot threads in World at War that weren't resolved in World at War were continued into Black Ops, weren't they? Like all the stuff with Reznov and everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of the World at War story that you could actually spin out into a sequel was kind of tied off with Black Ops and like the flashback bits in that when you actually play as Reznov and stuff.
I also think if they're going back to that at this point, you'd want to do just a complete refresh. You'd want to start. You wouldn't want to go back. You might have like cameos or something in it, but you wouldn't want to have.
Oh no!
I imagine there'll be someone in the British Army with a large moustache who goes by Price.
Yeah.
I think this will be a reboot.
The only thing that I'm holding in good stead about this game is that it's going to be developed by Sledgehammer. They of course did Advanced Warfare,
which was awesome.
The campaign in that was just insane.
Was it?
It was really, really good, and
That was probably the last multiplayer that I actually sat down and really enjoyed as well. So I think Sledgehammer, we're put in good hands.
Oh right,
with them
okay.
making
I
this
didn't know
game,
they were so good, Sledgehammer.
I really enjoyed Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
I would have liked sort of an Advanced Warfare 2 almost. Like I really enjoyed the characters they set up in Advanced Warfare. I mean, they probably, I don't know what they would have had to do to do a sequel in that universe, but it would have been cool to see them go back and have another go at it, because for their first Call of Duty game, I thought Advanced Warfare was a really fun game.
Yeah, and
Kevin Spacey was good in it.
That's why I think it's the whole. It's weird that they're going back. They've set up such an identity for themselves at this point. With obviously, it's getting a little bit over the top. With they keep adding all of this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Infinite Warfare was just in space, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it's still
it was cool.
It's still really odd. Like, it's going to be a completely different game going back to World War II if they do.
I guess that's what we were saying about Battlefield as well, and it worked out quite well for them. I just
yeah.
I can't see it actually improving sales or decreasing sales. I think Call of Duty is going to continue on the exact same, very slightly downwards curve it's been on for about 3 or 4 years.
I also feel
now.
like if you compare it to Battlefield, Battlefield hasn't gone to the extremes of introducing, jumping packs and jets and whatever in the latest games that they've been releasing. And then for them to go back
they did release Battlefield 2142 about 10 years ago, where you played people fighting for the future of Earth, and they were like giant mechs and stuff.
Oh wow!
They did mech combat before anyone, sort of. Not really.
I personally think
Battlefield 2142.
I think this is going to be. I think it's going to be great. I think this is going to be
I think it's a breath of fresh air,
isn't it?
It's the breath of fresh air that Call of Duty.
I actually think this will bring it back to its previous levels of popularity. I think it's a great move.
That could be cool. Yeah, I mean, it could be really cool. I guess coming from EA this year will be Battlefront 2.
Yes.
Won't
confirmed.
it? So that'll be your sci-fi shooter, and hopefully they'll fix some of the mistakes they made with that first one.
That really confused me when it was trending on Facebook the other day, and it said Star Wars Battlefront 2. I was like, why is that game trending? That's really old.
It's like, that came out in 2003, didn't it?
And then it's they're just going with the same name again.
But it's Battlefront Arabic numeral 2 as opposed to Battlefront Roman numeral 2. That is how every single database is going to be differentiating the two.
Which is awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Sorry, no. I mean, I suppose I don't know if you've got on your list, Mark. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was Destiny.
Yes, that we can talk about Destiny. That is on the list. Destiny 2, September the 8th. Yep. Tell me about it, Henry. So
obviously, there was a leak, and it just said Destiny 2, and people thought, okay, well here comes Destiny. And
God, that's awful.
And essentially,
that is really.
They've
bad.
now released a trailer, full trailer. No
couple
gameplay.
of trailers now already, haven't they?
Well, the first one was a teaser.
Just story trailer. However, I didn't play Destiny. I was one of those people who's really excited for it, and then it came out, and I was like, oh god. But apparently it was good. But the new trailer, what seems to me is they have injected a much-needed character into the game.
Yes.
The voice acting seems pretty cool. Yeah. I like the kind of. They've got Nathan Fillion, voicing a mech.
Chewing through the scenery.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's
in that character in the first one.
Yeah, those two. So you pick in Destiny. You pick like your class. You have Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. Is it? Like
Vanguard-y type thing.
The magic one, essentially, future magic. And they've all got a leader of that class. So there's Nathan Fillion is the Hunter one. Yeah. I can't remember the name.
The Warlock is the woman from Firefly.
Yeah. And then the Titan guy is, I can't remember his name.
Lance Reddick.
Yeah.
From The Wire. He's Daniels from The Wire.
From all those things,
I was going to say that. When I listened to it, I was like, that sounds like Daniels. And then I wasn't sure. But
those characters are from the first one. But it looks like they're putting them out front and centre. Straight up, which is cool, as opposed to putting Peter Dinklage and Moon Wizards front and centre like they did with the first one.
Yeah,
that was a joke,
like that teaser trailer that they had as well. Again, it was a lot of it because it was just Cade.
Yeah,
and it was really kind of like there's something to it. They've gone for. Which is nice when the story trailer is what's selling Destiny 2. So a lot of people seem excited,
right about
and
that,
it's like. The story is what's selling it already, so maybe they're trying to go for something different.
Excited.
Even if it just succeeds in managing to make a few of the characters more ever-present and more interesting, it can basically just be like a better Borderlands. Even if the story doesn't even get anywhere interesting, it's just like, okay, this is now quite witty and funny and happens to be a really great loot shooter.
Yeah.
That's already such a marked improvement that will kind of fill in that Borderlands gap as well until Borderlands 3 comes out.
What I really liked about it was that oh my god, I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Outrageous.
I'm really sorry. I had a good thing to say and I forgot. Yeah.
We'll just take you on your word. Let's pretend you said something amazing.
I had a bad one of those at like hour 44 or something in that live stream. It was like literally started talking to Cameron. We were sitting there playing video games in the wee hours of the morning, and I got maybe a sentence in, and then completely forgot where I was going with it, and started just making stuff up and just talking complete crap to see if I could remember. And he's like, I'm sorry, I've got no idea what's going on. I've just been talking rubbish on purpose.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I remember
Destiny
now.
2.
Yes, the thing I like about it is that the story seems much clearer. There's an invasion of the tower or something, and Earth has got
much clearer.
But
I see what it means, though. I see what it
But
means.
Earth's got to band up and deal with that. Whereas in the previous one, it was very confusing. They're like,
it was the darkness is coming.
the darkness,
you're stopping
and
it.
who are the dark, and then there's this orb thing, and it was all a bit murky.
Now they've got their universe established. It is relatively easy just to do a revenge story. You don't even need to know these characters to be invested in the revenge story, because people like revenge stories.
Fair.
It's like, they came to our home and messed us up, so now we're going to go and fight them. And it's like, okay, cool. That's a compelling reason that requires literally no setup other than that sentence.
Yeah, and
which is cool.
Yeah,
I like revenge stories.
The Destiny one, the whole story, especially with all the issues they had with, they definitely had to change it at some point. There's definitely a sense of things were taken out.
Yeah, I think that's been confirmed at different points or another. That at some point they made this whole story and all this other stuff, and then we were just told no.
So hopefully they don't have the same thing now. Hopefully, because I guess if they're not being as that trailer, because it's just a story trailer so far, is quite basic enough that no matter what changes, you can still just have some guys come and attack you, and you can. Whereas the first Destiny 1 trailer had a load of stuff in it that's not in the game at all, and it's quite clearly not. Whereas I think it would be easier for them to take stuff out and not worry about it.
I've got more faith in this game than I thought I would do.
It's coming out on PC.
I really like the trailer. Oh yeah, it's got a PC release. That's huge.
Which is cool.
That's a huge deal.
Worth noting, we're talking about it. It's coming out on PC, which is that's a big change. I know people who are big into Destiny who say that that's going to be a bit of a paradigm shift in how it works due to a lot of the auto aim stats and things like that. But I don't know.
There's a slight bit of not controversy as such, but unrest about the fact that they have said this is going to reset your character. You can take over your appearance, but you can't take any of your loot.
Yeah. I don't understand.
People seem really upset about that, but I don't.
That's just how games work.
I don't think that's valid. I don't think that's valid.
What sequel? Obviously, occasionally there are games where you can take things over, but most sequels to games you can't take over your character from the one before.
If you could just carry your loot over, then that's really boring.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I want a fresh start, you know what I mean? I didn't even play the game, but I would imagine that you want a fresh start, fresh game.
Yeah, and I think Tom was saying apparently there's going to be more. It sounds like there's going to be more customization. There's something about because actually you might have said it. There's in the leaked art there was something about the Guardians not having helmets on. And you can have that in the tower, but if you can have that out,
not wearing a helmet,
then you've got a little more customization options, which might mean that it just doesn't play together very well. It might just not. They might not be compatible anymore.
I just hope they sort out, because there were all those horror stories coming out of Bungie when they were making Destiny about the way their workflow is set up and how it took 24 hours to put a map back out into a playable state and all this other stuff. So hopefully they've also managed to get their content creation pipeline into a spot where they can do good stuff.
Yeah.
But Destiny 2, September the 8th for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and home personal computer.
The deluxe edition, only £90.
Only 90 British pounds!
That's 20 quid cheaper than Battlefield 1's first year game.
Well, Jack, why don't we take a quick breather to think about that shocking revelation and listen to a track?
Yeah, we've got a couple of unusual songs, I'd like to say, coming up on today's show, but this first one is from a game called Buck Bumble.
For the Nintendo 64.
Sorry, Buck Bumble?
Buck Bumble.
Not Butt Bumble. That's silly.
That would be silly.
Buck Bumble, this is the title screen music.
Sega! I love that ident, it's so good.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Bump to the bass, to the bass, to the bass.
Great.
Yeah, mate. N64 era insect-related D&B.
No matter how bad the game is, that song is worth it. I might buy it.
Speaking of bad things, who likes Club Penguin?
Oh, no, Club Penguin was my jam back in the day.
It got closed down, didn't it?
Yeah, Club Penguin closed down.
Yeah,
Why
but
did they close it down? It seems very popular.
They're opening up.
I think they're opening up
Island Penguin or something.
A new one.
A lot of people aren't happy with it. A lot of people don't think it's got the same. Obviously, it's never going to be up to the standard.
Because you can't
that
throw
the original
snowballs.
One was.
There is actually a new Club Penguin.
Well, it's coming out
Some
on
sort of
iOS
sequel.
It's
really?
on iOS and Android.
Oh, really? It's
App
not
Store.
on
I don't think it's
It was.
PC. I
I
think it's
thought-
just coming out as an app.
Have you seen all those things? It's Club Penguin's commentary on global warming. Now they're on an island beach rather than a.
I don't
icy-
think Club Penguin are that smart.
I don't know. They went from 12 million users to 200 million users in 2007 to 2015. May have watched a video about the closing.
They're clearly quite a savvy business.
Can you imagine the first episode, first level was like, you must save the drowning polar bear.
Oh,
Oh God.
Polar Bear on an Island is it actually secretly a Lost game?
Is it Noah's Island?
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
way less interesting than a Lost game. Henry.
It's Noah's Island.
Oh.
I
Hey,
just don't understand why
who's ever been to their friend's house to play a video game, multiplayer, and been given a really, really crappy controller?
Yeah.
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 Hey, don't you start
Mad Cats is shut down.
Don't you start talking
Oh,
smack about Mad Cats.
Mad Cats, infamous purveyor of really crappy third-party controllers,
And also really good
has
ones.
declared bankruptcy.
Mad Cats?
Also, Dylan. Yeah,
We have a Mad
Oh,
Cats
Dylan.
controller in our Hall of Game. Thank you very much.
we got
do.
lots of bad things in our Hall of Game.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's bizarre. I mean, it just came out of nowhere, didn't it? I mean, I don't.
Well, I mean, I
No,
probably
I didn't know
probably
they were
didn't for
still
Mad
around.
Cats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they
we
were.
had a lot.
They
of
did
news.
something with Rock Band 4, apparently. I guess
Yeah.
that was.
Probably. I don't think it worked out
Yes.
very well for them.
No.
Because I don't think Rock Band 4 worked out very well for anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it not?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Nobody does music anymore. It's not a thing.
true.
The music game fad died,
Mm.
and now everyone's got
I
like
love
6.
Rock
It was
Band.
hardly a fad. It lasted quite a while. Guitar Hero was basically throughout
I
our high
always thought
school
Guitar Hero's
career.
rubbish. Rock Band's where it's at.
That's
Oh,
outrageous.
yeah,
They're the
you
same
are.
game.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
They definitely are.
Guitar Hero, there's a lot of lag when you press the button. Rock Band.
Weren't you playing
it's
Guitar Hero
instant.
Wii though? To be fair,
What?
haven't we had this discussion where it was revealed that you were actually playing Guitar Hero on the Wii?
Yes.
Which is
So of course there's loads of lag Guitar Hero on the Wii. Look, it's
Hero
neither
on
here
the
nor there.
Wii.
That's not what we're talking about here. Yeah, Mad Cats has gone bankrupt. I imagine what's actually going to happen now is some other purveyor of crap is going to. Man, if we had people who listened, I imagine we'd get loads of really angry messages about Rock Band vs Guitar Hero. But luckily nobody listens, so we actually can't incite anyone.
and Matt's not even here.
And he doesn't care anyway.
Does he like Rock Band?
Probably, I don't know. Who doesn't? Rock Band's all right.
It's
Yeah,
great.
so someone's probably going to buy up Mad Cats, and then we're still going to see Mad Cats controllers, but made by a different company with just a name, because
Even
it's a name that
worse.
people know, isn't it? So, yeah. Outlast 2. In yet another sequel to yet another news show, Outlast 2 is not actually banned in Australia.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I saw that.
Did you?
So they are down for
when
it.
when they requested to have it rated, didn't they send over the game code and like a video from the incomplete game? And so when
Yeah,
they
it's
gave it a rating, it wasn't actually the finished product.
Oh,
So they were
Yeah,
saying
it's,
it's a
you know,
shame.
we spent all that time going into that really graphic and
Yeah.
horrible scene that happens to be in Outlast 2.
So
They
you're
got
in
it
it?
banned. Yeah, totally not in it. They totally sent them like just
Take it
like a demo reel that
Yeah.
happens to
Just a
have
prank?
some gnarly target races in it.
Yeah.
Just watch this horrible stuff.
Yeah, so it's not banned there.
Have they
Also,
done a-
all that horrible stuff not in it.
That's good.
Have they just done a hot coffee and just written it into the code?
Yeah, it's
It's in there somewhere.
there. You have
If you
to
unlock it, some sickos.
you have to use a Game Shark, but you can get to it.
Apparently, like, there's only going to be one version of Outlast 2 released worldwide as well, so they're not going to have like different.
Oh
full
right,
cutscenes
they're not
for
going to
different
have the rapey
countries.
pack or whatever, you know, the ones that you can get in a different
The rape
territory.
Go over
pack.
to America so you
Exactly, you know, America, the expansion
Outlast
pack,
two,
or
Like
whatever.
how
rapey.
the European and Australian versions of South Park don't have like a bunch of scenes in them.
Don't have what?
In the European and Australian versions of South Park: The Stick of Truth, there are like 2 scenes that are cut out and replaced with a picture of
Yeah.
like a koala wearing like the European flag, and it's
Yep.
just like a little paragraph explaining what happens in that scene and how
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
right,
deemed
yeah.
unshowable.
That's funny.
But you still got all the audio as well, so it's really it's pretty gnarly.
Is it like
When does
the?
the sequel to that? When or not sequel? When
it got,
Oh,
it got
the,
pushed back again.
The butthole truth, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
like May,
Yeah,
right?
the fractured butthole.
There we go, thank you.
I think
What was
it got
gonna be
it got
May?
patched to just it got pushed back to this year.
Oh damn!
I think
Well, that got announced quite a while ago. Didn't
Yeah,
it was meant
Yeah.
to come out in December.
Yeah.
I believe.
Is the scene that's taken out of the Australian one the when you get shrunk down and you're like,
No,
the
that's
house
still in it.
That's still in it.
Yeah, that is. It's
I think it's the one when
you
you're
first.
like on the alien ship. isn't it?
Yeah, the one of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
There are 2, and one of them's when you land an alien ship, and then you get anally probed, and then it doesn't quite work. So that alien probe goes back in, and then a bigger, blacker alien probe comes out and probes you harder, and you defeat that probe as well, and then you win. I guess I don't know.
Please stop saying probe.
He told us he's
Right.
fragile.
StarCraft. Who here has played StarCraft, the
Never.
real-time
Never.
strategy game
My
by
hands
Blizzard?
aren't quick enough for
No.
that.
No, I haven't. It looks too hard.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know. Just not
It is.
very good.
okay,
Looks
well,
hard.
StarCraft is being remastered in 4K.
Damn,
Wow.
that's many
Wow.
Ks.
That's
That's 4,000 of them.
Well, it's only 4
Oh no,
Ks.
it's 4Ks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Right, keep going.
it's 4,000 something.
Bits.
It's 4,000.
4,000.
4,000. Yeah, nonetheless.
That's what they call the official term.
Nonetheless, yeah, they're remastering it and putting it out in 4K. But then also, as a sort of precursor to that, you can now go onto the Blizzard online store and
yeah.
just download regular StarCraft for free. They're just giving away StarCraft and Brood Wars for free, and then you can buy their super remastered version. I think it's because StarCraft 2 didn't really stop people in Korea from playing StarCraft 1. So I think they're just going like, okay,
Yeah.
what we don't need is more StarCraft. We just need the old StarCraft, but better. Because apparently they're like keeping all the same weird bugs and other glitches into it, because they've all become such an important part of like the
I think there'd
competitive
be some
metagame.
outrage if they changed it.
Yeah, so it's literally just all the assets going to be redone at a much higher resolution, but it is still functionally the exact same game with
Yeah.
all the same weird quirks and glitches and other stuff.
Crafting of stars.
It's just they're releasing their own mod for it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, really, but you know.
Mark, we're not just. I just want to. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Because Mark and I were making eye contact through this weird bar thing.
Oh, I
and
liked
it looked
it.
like your face was a kind of one of those kaleidoscope things.
I liked it because it meant every now and then I'd catch your eyes through it and it'd be like we're in an anime and
Yeah.
lines would just come round around our faces and then we're going to fight.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
My whole life is an anime.
Sorry.
They put out a patch for The Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild.
What is it?
How is it? We need a new review.
Quick,
The
Mark,
fourth
go.
review. Go.
We've got 25
It
minutes.
makes
Go.
the frame rate way better.
Does it?
Yeah,
Actually.
it really fixes the frame
Yeah,
rate.
really?
It's super awesome.
I've seen. I can't remember
great.
what site it was that I saw this on, but they had like a side by side of like what they had recorded in one of the regions in the world where they knew that the frame rate
was bad.
really, really
Yeah.
obviously quite poor, and then they had it side by side with the new patch, and it looked noticeably better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it runs way better. Like it's really shocking.
It's almost like they should have released it with the game.
Yeah, almost. Like I don't know what they've done as well, because it's like obviously it's not suddenly 1080p 60, but it's gone from chugging quite a lot, like pretty much
To
most
no
of the
more
time,
chugging.
to like, oh no, this is consistently between like 25 and 30 frames, which is excellent.
Oh,
I mean, it's still not really
Still
good.
always
but,
raining, but
it does rain a lot. I'm about halfway through the first dungeon in that game. It's pretty good.
is it?
Yeah, it's cool.
For such a beautiful game, why do they have so much rain in it?
rain's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Well, but like, do they not appeal to the British market? They're like, look, we've already got enough rain.
I've found
Wants an
Okay.
escapism.
I found a place where it was raining loads all the time, and then it was because there was a giant elephant that was really angry, and then I made the elephant happy, and it's raining less.
That was actually the reason.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
I soothed
like that.
the angry elephant.
Maybe the elephants
Which is
on
pretty
which
cool.
the planet sits are all really angry as well, and that's why it rains.
And
all
the
the time.
turtle's not happy.
All the turtles will be sad.
Every single one, all the way down.
All the,
They just get sadder and
This is
sadder because they're
turtles,
heavier and
turtles
heavier.
all the way.
Yeah.
What's that from? That's from something,
the-
isn't it?
Discworld?
It's not actually from Discworld. It's where the Discworld gets it from. It's the explanation of. So when it was the Earth's flat, what does it sit on? It's like on the back of some elephants. It's like, what are they on? On the back of a turtle. What's that on? Another turtle. It's just turtles all the way down.
It's just turtles all the way down. Oh,
I think
brilliant.
it's quite an old thing because obviously
Yeah.
Discworld takes from it. So
Yeah, could
Oh,
be.
right.
it's not an internet thing.
Hey, who knows who Palmer Lucky is?
Yeah, we've
I've
discussed him
heard
on the
of
show.
him.
Right?
He's the Oculus Rift duty.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, yeah, I think I did see that actually. He's
out of
not so lucky now.
He's out of a job. Turns out, donating loads and loads of money to a pro-Trump, pro-hate speech meme company is actually a public relations nightmare and gets you fired from your job.
Yeah.
Amazing, that isn't it? Yeah. Wow.
Who'd have
Quite a
thought?
surprise.
Yeah.
VR's poster boy. VR's slightly overweight, doughy poster boy. Who apparently made a series of really bad mistakes
yeah.
and now no longer represents anything. I imagine he just sits on his big pile of money in his pants.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Why
Probably.
wouldn't you?
At least now we have VR though.
Yeah, we got
I saw a
VR.
trailer for that. You know, they've released that robot game with Oculus Touch. If you buy Oculus Touch, you get. I can't remember what it's
Yes,
called.
Robo Rampage. Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Really fun.
Oh.
yeah.
all
Apparently,
guns
it's,
and
apparently it's pretty rad.
robots.
That does sound cool.
That was a bit of an aside, but
I saw like
just for me.
I saw a bit of gameplay from. I think it was like using a HTC Vive.
Yeah.
Where it was called like Elemental Ninja, and it was basically imagine you were Avatar, like
I've seen
the comic Avatar and like the cartoon Avatar. You were that you could control
those
the
who
elements.
bend elements.
It looked
the
pretty
water
cool.
bender.
It looked pretty fun.
Bender
Yes.
guy. Yeah.
Well,
The
also
flaming
fire,
bender.
earth,
What?
and air.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flaming bender.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
No, I was gonna. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Hey, more things about video games. Have you heard about this, Peter? The people for the ethical treatment of animals
Were they
and their
not-
issue with 1-2 Switch.
Were they not like
No?
trying that? They had an issue with the milking game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know the milking
Yeah.
Oh
game
my
with
god,
1-2
yeah, I did
Switch.
see that actually. Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake.
Okay, so let's go through this. So, Peter, the people for the ethical treatment of animals,
The worst.
they have sent a very sternly worded letter to Nintendo regarding Nintendo's video game for the Nintendo Switch called 1-2 Switch, because in 1-2 Switch there's a game where you milk cows.
It's not being realistic
It's a sensual process for sure, and I believe Peter has said that it portrays it in too positive a light, and that cows have historically never enjoyed being milked, and it's actually quite an unpleasant process for them. And so the fact that the cows in 1-2 Switch appear to enjoy, I don't know where
There
they got
aren't even
this.
cows in 1-2
Yeah,
Switch.
I don't know where they got this idea, but apparently the entire thing paints cow milking in too positive and happy a light, and should actually be depicted as torturous for the cow as it is.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad for the cow, but I said outrageous
Yeah.
thing to focus on.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
why Peter's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
What's who are the people complaining again?
Peter, the PETA, they're against fur and stuff, and
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
which is a good thing to be against.
They
but
don't like fur,
They're not very
yeah.
good at how they're against.
because they
things.
haven't really picked their battles very well, have they?
Yeah, like I tend to back them on a lot of things because that they seem to be fighting for virtue and justice. And all
The
these other
ways
things.
they go about it is
But
often quite bad.
getting upset with the cow milking game doesn't even really feature cows.
Not even a cow. It's just an
No.
udder.
Yeah.
Could just be a bag for all they know.
Yeah, it could just be one of those weird udders that you see.
It's just floating udders full of milk.
Jack. Oh, Jack, this next song is
Jack.
so long. What if we don't listen to all of it? Because it's going to be uniformly terrible.
Isn't the Bumble song?
We can get halfway through it and see how we feel.
Yeah, let's see how we... Because, okay, Jack, should we listen to the song?
This is again one of the weirdest songs that we've featured
But
on
I
this show. It is again
count.
going with the theme of having some weird hip hop. It is Knuckles' theme from Sonic Adventures.
Hi there, I'm Arava, a Formula 1 YouTuber, and you're listening to URN Video Game Show.
Quick, Dylan, tell us about the things.
You can call us on, or text us even, on 07903 545 252.
Send us a message on Facebook or Twitter at URN1350, or send us a web message at www.urn1350.net.
Woo!
Smashed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
That's how you get in touch, son.
Yeah, boy.
That was Knuckles' song from
Interesting
the
song.
Sega Dreamcast game Sonic Adventure.
I liked it.
He said, "Yo, my name's Knuckles, and unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle."
Didn't even say chuckles.
No,
That would be outrageous.
I think it's canon that Knuckles has a learning disability. To be fair,
So he can't rhyme
Is-
properly?
no, he
It's-
just struggles with wordings,
Is
doesn't
Sonic renowned for chuckling?
Yeah.
don't know.
He's all
No.
like, ha! Gotta go fast.
Oh, he does do that actually.
he? He's
Like-
got you. Yeah, see,
Dylan, you
genius, absolute
You
genius.
got me on the ropes there.
I don't know. I don't think he does.
What we got next?
Who
sorry
likes
to
Half-Life? I like Half-Life.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
played
game.
that.
I'm
As
sorry,
far as,
I
as, far as
just-
games
I
go,
don't know anything
pretty
about
good.
Half-Life.
I hear Ravenholm
We're
done with
currently
only the
ambivalent
gravity
about
gun
it.
is pretty scary.
Yeah,
Mate, shout out to all the mattress.
Are you about to say there's a Half-Life 3 coming out?
No, I'm about. Well, no. Alas, if only. Over the last week or so, a bunch of files from a planned but cancelled Half-Life expansion from about the 2007-8 era were released, and people had a look at them.
Cool. Were they
And
any good?
I don't know. It looked interesting. The leading idea is they came from Junction Point Studios, which was the studios headed by Warren Spector, who made those epic Mickey games, Disney's Epic Mickey.
Yeah.
But then also he was the guy who did Deus Ex back in the day,
Ooh.
like OG Deus Ex. So that's sort of his, that's his pedigree. That's where he's from, and he was I believe he was part of Junction Point Studios, and before they did the Epic Mickey games, they were going to be doing a Half-Life episode. So like Valve had said when those episodes came out, they were going to do 3.
Yeah.
Which were going to be their stories, and then there were going to be other studios doing them. So there was one that was confirmed to be being done by... Oh, I forget who it was. Raven? Maybe no, I don't know.
Raven.
I don't remember who it was. Yeah, but this one, apparently Junction Point Studios had this stuff, and so it's just some more weird Half-Life stuff that's come out. And it's kind of odd as more and more distance gets between the release of those games and now.
Yeah.
And seeing as people go, yeah, here's just some stuff we had. Here's just some information about Half-Life games, because there's never going to be another one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
This is why I don't want to play them at this point.
Like, yeah, I think if we get a Half-Life 3 now, or a different version, maybe another episode of Half-Life, I don't know how well it would go down.
Imagine that. Imagine they just put out another episode that was like the same sort of quality, with like the same quality and size as like episode 1 and 2.
It'd have to be really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if anything could be that good for them to put out like another 4 hours of content and be like, here we go, finally finished it off, guys. See you later.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, we just forgot. We thought we'd released it already. There's just so much money in front of our eyes. We can't actually see what's going on in the real world.
All of the computer monitors in the office are blocked by big piles of gold bars.
We've got one screen for Dota 2 and that's it. Everything else, we just can't tell what's going on.
It's like we come into the office and we like turn all the lights, and then this machine in the basement with steamer on the side of it just spunks out gold bars. And we can't make it stop, it just always does it.
Spunky.
Has anybody been playing any video games?
I have.
What have you been playing,
I was telling you about this on the way in.
It's like, this is a write-off.
The one game that I finally got around to playing is Shadows of Mordor. Well, because I've had that in my Steam library for, I think, over a year now.
Ooh.
And I finally decided to download it. Managed to get all my work, my university-related work done last week, most of it. And I was like, I'll sit down and play a new video game that I haven't touched. And I was playing Middle-earth, and it's a really, really good game.
Are you enjoying it?
Insane. I love the Nemesis system. I love how that works. I got about a couple of hours into it, and I just got completely distracted from the story and just went around killing Uruks.
Just killing dudes.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
cool, isn't it?
Which is one way to get distracted, and then I finally decided to sit down and play some of the story mode and that, and so you meet an orc called Ratbag, who's sort of looked down upon by the other Uruks, cool. And so he comes up to you saying that he's got all of the secrets about these Uruk war chiefs, and he can help you out if you help him out. And so he basically what you do is you become you help him out to get to the top, and then he's sort of, I wouldn't say I don't know, I haven't played much of this story, but I assume he becomes a spy for you. Or rather, he works from the inside, and
who knows? I don't think I ever got far enough to find out what the conclusion of the Ratbag story was, because I'm not very good at that kind of combat.
Oh, you got an hour in, and I found it too hard.
Really?
I couldn't do the combat.
Nah.
Peas in a pod, you and I.
Actually, I don't mind that sort of style of reactionary.
Yeah,
just
you're not a functional moron like I am.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. As in, like, I could get through it sometimes.
But yeah, I mean that game.
It's a cool game, though, isn't it?
That game's really cool, and I can see it. I can understand the game, and I can't wait for them to release Shadows of War
with the bro system.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
what's the opposite of a nemesis, Jack? A bro.
That's pretty much what I've been doing for the last couple of days. I've been playing some Motorsport Manager, but that's not really.
I keep seeing that pop up on Steam saying Jack's playing Motorsport Manager. Yeah, how's Motorsport Manager going?
It's alright. I found so obviously you've got Steam Workshop stuff and people have been making mods for it, and I've found this mod which basically is just a sponsor company, so you have to manage your own team. And I created my team, and I've just got like a sponsor company that comes around every so often and just offers me 100 million now.
Nice.
So it's alright.
Hell yeah.
I just have so much money that I can just throw at my car and make it better.
Just seems like cheats in disguise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair.
But oh well, I'm having
It's a
fun.
mod.
Has anybody else been playing any video games?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I have.
What have you been playing? I'm glad some of us have. I've been playing Zelda. Zelda's alright. What have you been playing, chap?
Yet another app, guys.
Ooh.
Yet another app. No, not Clash Royale.
I think in the app community they call you a whale.
So get it.
Means you get a lot of free to play apps. Carry on, keep going.
No, this is paid for. This is what I paid for.
You paid for this?
I paid
Oh, that's
genuine
well,
£1 sterling for this. It's called Reigns.
Paid what?
Pounds, sorry. It's called Reigns.
What do you do in it?
It's a game. It's basically like Tinder, except
Whoa.
you're running a magical kingdom. I'm serious.
That sounds great.
And you make decisions by swiping left or right. So
Oh, I
you'll have
think
a
I've seen
card,
this,
there'll be
actually.
Like a peasant, and it won app. I think it won app of the year last year. Anyway. And there'll be a peasant, and he'll be like, "We need to feed the horses. Shall we do it?" And then you go swipe left, no. And then you have to balance. You have 4 different
Excellent.
categories. And you have to balance your religion, your people, your money, and your war.
This
And
is
it's
very-
actually
this
really,
is
really
awesome.
in-depth game.
Do you get really weird stuff like a devil will come and offer to eat
so
some of your... I've seen this game.
So the idea
Looks
is
really
you keep
good.
playing until you die, and then you become the next king, and you take over, and basically keep playing until you get to the end.
How many pound sterlings does it cost you?
I think it was 2. Yeah, it's quite expensive, guys.
iOS,
You know,
iOS and
dig deep.
Android?
Both.
Delightful.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Quite a
Check it
lot
out.
of pounds for a
that was a
game.
big-
How is it? Is it rain spelled
Reigns,
as in like a,
Monarchy.
yeah,
reigns on a horse.
yeah.
A bit of odd news talking about like Android
No.
apps. And stuff.
No.
I mean, yes, like rains on a
Is
horse.
it the same thing?
But you would have thought in the game where you reign as a ruler of a
Well,
kingdom, you'd think of that reign first.
Ah, see, but you expect that, Mark.
Ah, you're right. I
That's
wasn't
how
thinking
Henry
that.
keeps on his toes.
Bit of news coming out about like
Homonyms.
apps on Android.
Oh, yeah, there
Su-
has been some news,
Super
hasn't there?
Mario Run came out on Android.
Yes, it did.
finally got released on Android. I don't know how many
Finally.
people are going to be playing it because I mean,
Just
it's
long
not,
enough for no one to care.
Yeah, it's not that great. So
I played it, I was rubbish, so I was down
Yeah.
and deleted it. But
you get into the first 3 levels and then it's like, yeah, so you have to actually pay us this amount of money.
Yeah,
to...
but didn't they make like a ton of money?
Yeah, so you know
it's
they
been
made like
downloaded, like-
$70 million
But
something
even-
on it.
Yeah.
You know
It's
they
been
made
downloaded
that.
a bazillion
Nintendo
times.
came out and said this was a bit of a failure.
Yeah.
we know it.
Yeah,
didn't go
they
as
say it
good as
didn't perform as they
Yeah.
wanted, and it made like $70 million.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, mate, Nintendo
fair,
need bare pig.
I reckon if instead they charged like £1 for it rather than it was like a tenner for the final.
It's like £8, isn't it?
Yeah, if they just charged £1 and then you get the entire game, you would have had not as many people
Oh,
download
is
the
it
free
freemium?
bit, but
Yeah,
it's
you
kind
can-
of free.
you
You get
can
like a
play some
trial
of
and
it.
then you
Right.
have to buy the rest of the
18
levels.
million downloads.
Good,
Good
golly.
lord, that is a lot of
Good
Mario.
golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah,
Heck.
Dylan, you been playing anything?
I'm not sure if you can guess what.
Is it Mech Jump?
Yeah, basically.
Yay, Mech
I've
Jump.
not actually played that many games. We played quite a lot on the weekend, so I thought
Yeah.
I'll give it a break. But the
Way to be a real
DLC for Titanfall dropped this
It
week.
did.
It fell.
So I gave a go at that, which was it's okay. The
Oh,
new
it's-
maps, all right.
So it's not actually like significant. It's just like new maps.
Here's a new map.
Well,
and a new gun or
they
something,
were
isn't
going
it?
at the beginning. They were like, yeah, we're gonna be doing just free DLC. You pay for your cosmetic stuff, and people were pretty excited about it. But now everything they've released so far is reskins, or remasters. Well, so
okay.
other than that live fire mode they made, which is all right. It's all been reskins and
Right.
remasters, which is fine. It's free stuff, but it's still a bit like I think a lot of people would prefer to have some paid for DLC if it meant they got new maps, because it's a game that didn't start out with that many maps anyway, especially compared to the first one,
Fair.
which had loads. And it's understandable because they also made a campaign alongside it this time,
Yeah.
but it's got less content in it. And
Considering
they're not
how many of
releasing
those
as much
maps seem
content.
to be cribbing pretty directly from points in the campaign as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a few that are just taken, but yeah, it's all right. It's a map from the first one that they've put back in it. They've put a gun from the first one in it as well, except it's actually identical to a gun that's already in the game, like literally down to
really?
the code. It's just a reskin of a gun, which people are a bit annoyed about. There's a new execution in it, which looks cool, but that's...
I do like to execute.
I mean,
people.
I think the best thing about Titanfall 2 and what they're doing is they're just releasing it for free. They're not saying you have to, give us £5 or whatever.
Yeah, but
and you can have
that's
it.
kind of that is nice. But you see other games. I've said this before. You see other games like with Halo 5 and Gears of War and like Overwatch. They're all releasing actually really quite high quality DLC stuff for free.
Yeah.
And then Titanfall is. I've seen a lot of people going on about Titanfall doing free DLC. And it's like other people have started doing it before that and are doing it better than Titanfall are, which is a shame because it's hard to complain about free DLC because it's free, but at the same time it's like you're
You wish
still
it was more
lacking
fun.
content.
It's quite a way of getting around.
It's trying
isn't
to pretend that you're doing really great
Yeah.
things, but you're actually it's been like 6 months since it came out now, and there's been 2 fairly small DLCs.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a big one coming. I don't know.
Maybe, but they've not said anything about it.
Yeah.
I feel like the game that absolutely nailed DLC was The Witcher. They're like, this is coming out, that's coming out. Yeah, you daft.
And they did their 10 free pieces as well, didn't they?
Yeah, that was cool. I think
Which
they
worked
nailed
out
the
really
DLC
well.
side actually.
Bit of news for you. I told Mark about this. Gwen is doing a
yeah.
Technical testing at the moment on PS4 for this week.
Oh my god!
Dude, I think you can go on.
Oh my
to
god!
I think you can just go onto the PlayStation Store and just type in Gwent and play. I don't think you can buy any.
I feel like I've just won a golden ticket. It's like,
I think it's just a
I've got a
technical
golden
test at the
ticket.
moment.
So they're just putting it through their paces and just seeing how it runs on PlayStation servers and stuff. But you've been asking about Gwen
I
for the last
have,
couple of
and
weeks.
it's finally here.
So,
On
Placing Gwen.
kind of.
yeah.
Do you mean how? Okay, when do you guys think this will come out? I reckon.
May 27th.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
Well, this is it.
Right,
It's.
okay.
June the 6th.
Do you mean when is it going to
No,
come
that's
out?
a
or when
Saturday.
it's
No,
gonna
that's-
move into
when are they going
open
to
beta?
release the game?
The
I don't
first,
know.
I think the first Tuesday in June, whatever that is.
Oh, do you think it's that soon?
Yep.
I think
End of
the
May.
open
It's
beta
happening.
probably end of April. I think they're moving on to open beta now.
Right.
Because they're still in closed beta mode and they've been saying they're going to go to open beta.
It's so easy
reset
to get a
everything
beta
now.
code at this point.
Yeah.
They did that thing where you just had to upload a photo. You had to make your own Gwent card.
Yeah.
And you got a beta code.
Yeah, I mean, you can go on to like Kinguin and all these CD key sites and, just pay them money and they'll
Yeah.
give you a code for it. So
Well, you don't even have to. They literally,
Yeah.
you literally just upload a photo
Yeah.
to their website and they'll be like, "There you go, play
Yeah.
our game."
But I don't know about the actual like full release of that game because still haven't heard anything about the single player coming out of it. Because I know that there's meant to be a
yeah.
pretty
Oh,
good
single player?
There's meant to be a pretty good single
That
player.
weird
from
isometric thing, right?
What I've heard. but
Apparently, that's what I
again,
read.
What I've heard is very,
It's been
very
so
minimal
long though,
about
yeah.
the
Right.
single player at the moment.
It's been
Maybe
so
they
long
just
since
keep
they've
it
said
under
anything
wraps.
about the single
Don't worry,
player.
we'll all find out
Maybe
on
they're
May
just keeping it
27th.
like under wraps. Can you imagine?
Do you know
if
what
it
else we
was
should all find out about? Because we're running out of time.
What?
I think we should listen to the DK rap.
Are we not
Probably
going
should.
for?
We'll do that last. Do that
that what we're
last.
finishing?
Do that last. DK rap.
So as Mark
Jack, give me
says,
the DK rap.
this is the DK rap from Donkey Konga.
The DK rap. That Sonic song's also terrible.
He didn't chuckle.
The DK rap
Didn't,
though.
didn't.
DK rap's pretty good. I
DK
remember
rap is
playing
a
that on
hot jam.
remember playing that on the bongos on Donkey Konga.
Yeah, so that was a little bit of inside baseball. That was instead of the really crappy tinny version of that you get at the end of Donkey Kong 64, where it originally came from, which has terrible N64 audio. That was the version ripped from the GameCube game Donkey Konga,
Konga, yep.
where you could play it. So they just had like a nice CD quality audio. That's what they call that. CD quality audio.
We want that 300 and something kilobytes per second. I don't know how it works. I'm not very good at
Mate.
music.
They call me Dolby Northfield. They don't. We've got a few minutes left. Let's talk about a Hall of Game, which this week I've decided
Yeah.
should be our favourite moments from the live stream.
I quite like that.
Okay.
It's quite nice.
Oh, I've got these.
You got it? Henry, what's your favourite
You weren't
moment from the
there
live stream?
Oh, when we played Mountain Your Friends.
Oh, that was very good.
It was
Mountain
absolutely
Your Friends
brilliant.
is a
It
great
was
game.
absolutely- And then I think Dylan nearly got to the top and then fell off, and everyone was just like, no.
About your friends.
And the amount of dong that was going on was quite funny.
so much dong.
So much wang.
Dong.
That was funny. I enjoyed that a lot.
It was Dong City. Jack.
Favourite part was all the dong.
All the dong. Yeah, essentially.
Shout
all
out
the
to
dong.
dong. Jack, what was your favourite part from our 48-hour live stream?
I think
I imagine it wasn't that time you threw up.
no, not at all. I think there were quite a few highlights and quite a few low parts of it, but I think one thing that stood out was just taking a bit of a back seat, sitting down. We had Billy McGee, who's our
I consider him now an honourable member of the show for helping you and
Dylan through the Titanfall gauntlet. You guys sat down. We had Billy McGee and Daniel French in the chat talking to us,
we
and
did.
this was in the very, very early hours in the morning. You guys were sitting down trying to run the gauntlet, get it faster and faster and faster, and these guys were on the chat telling us how to do it and what these people who are setting world records were doing on it as well. And it was just cool,
out to
just
Billy, yeah.
chilling out for like 2 hours, just watching.
We
you
had
guys
correspondent
run
on the
gauntlet.
street giving us the hot
Yeah.
speedrunner strats.
It was pretty cool to see, where you guys would progress from starting off and getting 40 seconds and then getting gradually faster.
Starting on 37. Come on.
All right, mate, easy.
We've got to give some love to Dan French as well. He was there. He
Yeah,
was there
yeah.
Mate,
through the hard times.
much love to the pair of them. They were on it.
What about you? You go before me.
What about my bit? From the same evening, Oh, there's nothing will ever hold a candle to Alan Carr Chatty Cop.
Oh, I heard so much about this. Can you please do Santa Car for us?
No, I can't. It's too much pressure. You can't.
It's Alan Carr Chatty Cop was a symptom of it being 4 a.m. and us all being very tired, and the game being a bit silly, and there being room to have some fun made of it, and you just sort of riffed through it.
We
didn't
ruined
Dylan?
the scariness.
We completely neutered Condemned.
We sat down saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to play some scary games at midnight," because obviously that was like one of the things that was on our list of things to do, and we sort of just turned it into something hilarious.
Pipe-based genital humour.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's because there are so many large pipes and small pipes in that game.
Those guys really wanted Alan Carr Chatty Cop's large pipe.
Oh, like my large pipe. Oh, it was very good fun.
Alan Carr.
And Alan Carr Chatty Cop was emblematic of just the right amount of silliness.
Got us through that night.
Yeah. There were other bits that were also interesting, but Alan Carr Chatty Cop
Yeah.
was a personal favourite of mine.
I'm sorry to play another moment I really enjoyed when we were playing Mario Party, and we were playing the one with the boat and the paraglider thing. And every time I went, I completely
Parasailing.
screwed it up. I went with Dylan, he was like, up, down, no, go faster. And then Mark was just the exact same thing, and I was like,
You were so awful.
You quite enjoyed Mario Party, didn't you? Because you could just sort of like shut down and like just play on your phone and not really pay attention, and like time just passed so quickly.
literally, it was just like 4 hours of just quite relaxing, like occasional gaming, just like bit of Mario Party. Yeah.
What about you, Dylan? What was your highlight?
I was gonna go for losing my face fluff, getting rid of the beard, but you reminded me of getting my best time on the Titanfall gauntlet of 33 seconds.
Didn't
Didn't you guys also?
But also, yeah, that's what I was gonna go for. My part of my favourite one. We got challenged. We got donated. I think it was a tenner from Patrick Wyland, and he challenged us to go through that gauntlet. 2 people controlling it. So 1 person on the movement, 1 person on the aiming. And Mark and I did that. I was on the movement. Mark was on the aiming. And we got it down to a smashing. I think it was 34.5 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Faster than I could do it solo.
Yeah.
By about 2 seconds or like a second and a half.
Incredible. Yeah, you got down to 35 at the end, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was really silly. Good fun though.
I think my proudest achievement ever.
Possibly ever.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still recovering, sort of. I'm still not sleeping quite normally.
Yeah, I'm not waking up as early as I do. I can't get out of bed when I...
Yeah, it was a tough old weekend, but thoroughly enjoyable.
Worth it, yeah.
And we raised
We all
£780.
Yeah, absolutely
charity,
incredible. Really, really good. Like,
We all learned something about ourselves, I think,
Yeah.
on the road. Didn't we?
That some of our friends can't handle even the tiniest amount of hot sauce.
Yes, there are some people who got. I learned I'm not cut out for content creation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, some hard truths were learned.
Yeah, it really threw off the rest of my weekend.
It was an emotional moment for us all.
Yeah, I had to actually then keep running all my ideas past the rest of the crew just to make sure that I hadn't said something ridiculous.
Because, as we know, you're not cut out for content.
Had our own little situation room. Yeah, it was a... Yeah, wow.
I think Persona 5 comes out this week.
Damn!
Yes, it does.
I think it comes out on like Tuesday.
We should probably play that.
Putting a bit under the radar.
I really want to play Persona 5, but I don't have the time or the money.
Yeah.
Apparently, much like Persona 4, it is a meaty 100-hour chunk of video game.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, son.
You know what's coming up, though?
What?
Not being in university anymore in like a few months. So.
Yes, leaving the educational system and using all that free time to play Persona, because apparently it's really good. Oh, stop that, Teddy. Apparently it's very excellent.
Oh God.
There isn't a bear in it who makes bear jokes.
Oh, well, why
why
play then? Get rid of it.
It's got a cat instead. Instead of Teddy the bear, it's got a cat named Morgana.
How often does it scream Persona?
From Merlin.
Yes. Well, no, it's a cat. But possibly. It's not Morgan Le Fay, it's just a cat.
Is Oberon the agent of chaos in it?
I don't know. Oberon is an agent of chaos in everything he arrives in. These are just in jokes. This isn't even good radio content. This is not good hashtag content.
It's not even video game show.
That's why I'm producing
Good.
it.
It's just game show.
Video games, guys. What are they going to do next day?
Oh, actually, for anyone who is a PlayStation user, I don't know if it still is, but when I just checked, which quite recently, Uncharted 4 was going for £15 on the PlayStation Store, which
That game's worth playing.
couldn't afford at the time. That was a very, very good deal. So
The new
snap
games
it
with
up.
golds are out at the moment as well. Actually.
What are the new games
Yeah.
with gold, guys?
Rise, Son of Rome, Walking Dead
okay.
Season 2, the Telltale games, and then the Xbox 360 ones are Darksiders and
yeah.
Assassin's Creed Revelations.
That's really good.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
Why
a
can't
pretty
we
good
have
spread.
that sort of thing?
Rise
Yeah.
is actually a pretty good game. I've played that. I've got that game in disc, and it's actually it's
That's
quite
the
alright,
that's the
actually.
quick time event one, right? The
Uh,
one that's really QTE heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't PlayStation Plus? Why can't we have that?
We got Rocket League.
Oh,
So did Xbox One.
I had to buy that, but
We got it first
Yeah.
and for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
free on Xbox One.
But we
PS
got
Plus
it
used to be
first.
so much better, and they've like made it a bit rubbish now. Back in the day, it was when there was that massive hack, and Sony said, "Right, we're really sorry about that. Here are 12 free games."
Yes, they
Thanks
did
very
do
much.
that.
Well, they
I
did
have a
that.
copy
Just
of
hack them
Infamous
again.
because of that.
Yeah,
Do it yourself, and then they'll give you free games.
Let's have another absolute,
Let's all lose our credit card information to the ether.
Yay!
Not that I have a credit card.
Yeah.
I
That would
don't.
be silly.
My credit's too poor. I've got loads of debt. Hey Jack, I think this is probably it for the show. I think we should probably put on a song.
Yeah, it is. It's been a bit of a long-winded show in terms of the news. Obviously, we weren't with
We
you
had a lot to talk about.
last week, so we didn't manage to cover a lot of news that happened last week. But yeah, again, I'd like to say a massive thanks for Mark for presenting and Dylan and Henry for coming on.
Slightly less of a thanks to Henry because he turned up 30 seconds late.
Yeah,
So
late
30
on the
seconds less of a thank you.
I thought I was on a 34. Turns out I wasn't. So
Oh.
I ended up near near Woolerton.
Oh,
So I had
bugger.
to
So
use my little legs. And
We're going to
get
leave
on down.
you now with this is a song from Street Hoop, the Neo Geo game, and here is Just Free on Free.
Bye guys.